Speaking of Melo and everybody else, a part of that, one of the things that crossed my mind and the inevitable, a lot of people, it crosses your mind, especially when you grow up and you realize a lot of the things that you know from your childhood is slowly disappearing. And the question I have for you is, how do you feel that in this next decade, this year 2020 and to 2030, we might lose some people, not like death-wise, I mean like retired. People are going to be retiring within this decade. How do you feel about that? And let me just give you, let me give the audience a little bit of flash. You're a Kobe fan, so you kind of already experienced
I kind of already
seeing your favorite player just going, but now the whole game is going to change.
Because it went from Kobe.
Yeah.
Then it was like Dirk.
Yeah.
And the newly won D Wade. It was just like, I'm feeling my age now.
Yeah.
It's like, who's the next big thing to kind of go for? I still like Kyrie. I don't think nobody's ever going to replace Kobe.
And that's crazy to think. Well, one thing I've noticed with the pattern of the league, we always say there's not going to be another this. Like for a while, we're going to say there was never going to be another Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
No, we haven't gotten another Jordan, but we have gotten guys that
a resemblance.
Yeah, that kept that feeling going. I mean, no, not to the level that he took it, but yet LeBron, he got that game where you put him on a good team. Mm-hmm. This is his season, just like our Jordan. Those first three and the last three, those you put him in the season, he's gonna dominate.
Yeah.
And then you have like the game aspect, the game to game player. Kobe was that guy, like just like Jordan. Them game to games, you was gonna get a show out of him.
Yeah, every time.
Right. And
Kobe never took a night off.
No, and it took me a long time to appreciate him and as a player, because I mean,
as a person, it is hard.
Right. Granted, Kobe, blame your fans. Your fans are a little annoying. So it was hard. It was hard for me to see the greatness in him, but doggone it, I don't regret none of the things I've ever said about him. So, but I can say now, yes, he was one of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah. It's just sad.
Yeah.
But, it's just part of life, I guess.
Right. And it's crazy because, like people like D Wade retired, and it just felt like they were going to play for a long time.
Yeah, as kids, you grow up, it's like you get consumed with the game of basketball. You don't really realize how time is flying by.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how, even with my own, like, my career that I had, like, playing college and playing.
In 2K?
Semi-pro. No. No, real life.
Okay.
Like, you get, like, basketball really takes up time. And it's like it's like year around. Like, I'm playing high school and in college. So just playing that and then watching the NBA, it was like you never really paid attention to the time.
Yeah.
You just was like in the motion, like Kobe, Lakers, finals. And they lose. Then they win. Then it's like lose. And then you start to notice like, well, Kobe isn't really grown anymore here. Why? Kobe looks a lot slower. Why? Then you go into reality and it's like, I'm 25 years old. Like, it's like, whoa, what the heck happened? Like the last time I remember is like I was 15 and watching him play.
LeBron was coming into the league.
LeBron was coming into the league. I mean, it was 2009. Kobe was winning the finals against the Magic. I'm talking trash in high school. I'm like, we came back after losing to the Celtics. Then that very next year, I'm like, we won again. Then after that, it was like, I'm in college now. Yeah. Still watching them play. And I'm like, we get swept by the Mavericks. I'm like, all right. Then LeBron and them start taking over. I'm like, okay, what's going on? We get Dwight Howard. I'm like, we trash. And then the next thing you know, Achilles. I'm like, What's going on?
Yeah.
It's like a reality check.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
That's tough because you're slowly starting to see that just breaking down.
And then now the next 10 years, it's like, I already accepted it, but it's like, dang. Like,
I mean, hopefully, it's
I mean, we got some good potential players that can. I don't know.
I mean, like what we were saying almost like on the last episode, talking about like how Anthony Davis, he's the future for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to say because I think he's like 26. 20.
Yeah, he's my age.
Yeah, so he's like there, but he's pretty young, and you feel like that they're gonna. I don't know. It's weird to look at. I have never experienced a decade of NBA, conscious of what's going on. Yeah. I really became a full basketball fan in 2002, and I was watching a Syracuse game. You see where this is going, and I saw a national championship. You know what? One thing I can say to y'all that y'all can't ever say, you Kobe fans, you LeBron fans, Melo won an NCAA championship. Y'all can't say that.
That's true. Some need college. Some don't. Some need NBA finals.
Okay, but still, he has a championship.
No, that's. I mean, yeah,
that's nice to see. But I saw him play, and I was like, "Who's that guy?" Started really paying attention to him, and became a fan. So, and even then, I was like 2002, 2003. Melo gets drafted in 2003, and I didn't really know who else was playing. I didn't get to when like the T-Mac is playing and Shaq is in the league. I don't really know who these guys are because I'm like in the third grade at this point.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to experience that. I mean, you could say 2010 I could say that I was experiencing that decade, but it's very flip flop. But yet my favorite players were still there. But I'm about to experience a whole wipeout eventually, where none of the guys I actually grew up watching. These are guys that been in the league for a couple of years, and this is gonna be an interesting time to experience. Hitting on that 2020.